Boy back. What's good, famo? You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Alright, man. I'm sitting there listening to this YouTuber, and she talking about relationships, right? So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in and put it on my page, you know what I'm saying, on how I view, you know what I'm saying, relationships. When you young, now I'm just speaking on my point of view, my perspective. When you young, when we was kids, man, we had girls. We used to go to parties, Stadium, Venice Beach, Cowboys, Club Chrome. I even tried to get in the Touch of Blues in Fort Worth. They kicked me out, but I tried to get in there. You know, we was wilding as kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had girlfriends, all that kind of stuff. We didn't know no better, man. We kids, bro. Everybody's doing what everybody else is doing at the time. We all play sports, and we all, you know, popular in our schools and just going everywhere. We popping up at different high schools, talking to girls from different schools, all that kind of stuff. The relationships wasn't, in my day, wasn't to the point where we were gonna get, like, you knew the couples who was gonna be together forever. And like when those couples split up, like senior year or something like that, everybody was like, dang, like I thought they was gonna get married and have kids and, you know, get a house and stuff. Like, we knew who those couples were. You know what I'm saying? So like once I, like like when I talk to girls, man, I take a bit from each relationship that I had, and it made me grow, and I matured off of what happened as to the reason why we weren't together no more. And I took that with me, and I learned from it, and I grew from it. You know what I'm saying? So when I went into my next relationship, I'm like, oh, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? That's how I deciphered my next relationship. Oh, I don't want a girl like this. I don't want a girl like that. Oh, she do this too much. Nah, I can't do, you know what I'm saying? And I tried not to make, when I got older, I tried not to make my relationships so serious, because it's just like, I don't know, man. It was a point in time in my life where I was at a low point. You know, I had did all I did when I was young. I got grown. My mom passed away. I was sad. I didn't feel love. I couldn't trust the love from a woman no more, because the realest love I ever had was from a woman, and it was from my mother. So I was like, who gonna top that? Who gonna love me more than my mom? Nobody can. So it was just hard for me to love a woman, period. You know what I'm saying? So I would like girls, but as far as the whole love thing, the love wasn't real. It wasn't sincere. And the thing about me is, I told them that, you know, I'd be like, nah, you can't just use the L word loosely like that. You can't just be telling people, oh, I love you, because, you know, women tend to take that word a little bit more seriously when you say it to them, especially when it's your first time saying it to them, and they're like, oh my God, he loves me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, bro, like, I'm not just gonna throw this thing around here like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I told myself, like, the next girl I'd say I love you to, gotta be some real, true, strong love. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I'm like 21, I'm wilding out still, right? By the time I turn from 21, about to turn 22, I meet somebody who is my wife in today's time. And I was like, man, the thing about her was, you know what I'm saying, like, I felt like she was like a good girl. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, some of the girls that I was talking to during that time, when you, not to sound like disrespectful to women, because it don't matter, man. Like, even if you sleep with a bunch of dudes or whatever, and guys sleep with a bunch of girls or whatever, I still don't consider y'all hoes, because it's like, you can change as you get older. Like I said, you was young, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, them that's the past, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like once you hit a certain age, it's time for you to mature and grow up and take relationships seriously, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, when you grown and you still sleeping around, and that's the reason why some of me and my partners fell out, because I'm like, man, when you grown and you still sleeping around with people like we teenagers, I feel like it devalues yourself, because it's just showing people that, oh, you know, I'm gonna let him hit, I'm I'm gonna go smash her. I'm gonna go let him hit. I'm gonna go knock her down. All that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, dang, y'all just loose out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why that whole cheating situation stuff, man, I don't understand that really. Because it's like, in my head, I'm like, man, if you don't want to be with somebody, why go all out of your way? Go behind a person back, sneak behind a person back, do stuff behind a person back. Like, to me, that's just, you know, that's fake, bro. And it's phony, and you're not really being, you know, to me, I just look at it like, that's scary. That's cowardness, man. I'm just be 100 with you. You know, be upfront with a person. Just be like, hey, I caught feelings for somebody. I'm really stronger to this person, and I don't think me and you gonna work out no more. And just keep it going, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So many people just be like, oh, I'm looking out for your feelings. How you looking out for somebody's feelings if you out here doing stuff behind their back? Is you looking out for their feelings when you texting and sexting or whatever they call it? Is you looking out for their feelings when you sending pics? Is you looking out for people's feelings when y'all going on lunch and dinner breaks and stuff together? Like, I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like, that's why I say, man, I don't believe in all that stuff. I preach that all the time. I'm like, I don't believe in that, because it's like, if you don't feel like you should be with that person, then why, first off, waste that person's life? Secondly, why put that person through so much pain and stuff like that when you can just easily sit down with a person and have a grown people conversation and be like, look, it ain't just gonna work out. Sometimes, man, people just, they gotta go their separate ways, man. It's for the best of both of them. You know what I'm saying? But I truly believe in love. Like, I feel like when you get with somebody and you fell in love with that person, I feel like that love is still there, but you're supposed to keep that love sparked. You know what I'm saying? I hear that from the pastor all the time. He's like, man, yeah, we fall out of love, but you're supposed to keep your relationship intact to where you fall back in love. Y'all supposed to do things with each other to where you fall back in love. Like, if you're not investing in me and I'm not investing in you, then what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? My time and my energy and all of that is supposed to go into the person that I'm supposed to be walking this journey with in life. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. I always say, put God first, your spouse second, and your family after that. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how God made it to be. You know, no disrespect, but yeah, when you had kids, I mean, I'm sorry, but I grew up the way my mama raised us. And like, when you had kids, it was like, okay, my kid's gonna come before my spouse. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how my mama raised us. So I don't know no other way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, well, shoot, my mama put us first. So if I was to ever have kids, I'm gonna still put my wife up top. But I got kids, so I gotta put them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure they straight. You feel me? And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that's top priority in my eyes. So it's like, man, that's just like how it's supposed to go. And I feel like in this life, man, in this life that we walk, this journey, man, like, I still feel like nobody is supposed to walk this journey alone. But sometimes, man, people need breaks. People go and be with somebody for many, many years, and, you know, it didn't work out. I don't believe you're supposed to just jump back into another relationship. You know, there's reasons why that relationship didn't work. So you have to sit back, analyze, you know what I'm saying, and really, like, pay attention and focus and be like, this is what I want in my next relationship, because when I did this, or when I settled for this, like, things didn't work out the way I wanted them to. So I want this relationship to be different. So I understand that, you know what I'm saying? I never said people should never get divorced. I don't believe in people being in a situation where they're always miserable, or always, like, crying, or always just down, or always just, like, you know, just not themselves. Like, I feel like you're supposed to be happy. If you can't come in front of your spouse and they light up, you know what I'm saying, they the light of your life, man, they put a smile on your face every time you see them, it don't matter if it's 5, 10, 15, 20 years, man. Like, imagine how many things that you've done with that person when y'all was together. Imagine how many times y'all been alone, how many moments y'all was by yourself, how many times that y'all had conversations together. You know what I'm saying? How many deep secrets have you told this person? Like, you know what I'm saying? How many people have you talked about, you know what I'm saying, with this person, and that person feels safe to talk to you about these people, you know what I'm saying? Because they know you're not going to go back and say nothing to these people. You see what I'm saying? Y'all done been through all this together. in life. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's the reason why it's so hard to let people go. But I personally feel like if it ain't no, you know, cheating involved, I still feel like you should try to make relationships work out. But the only thing is, man, like I'm real big on loyalty, and it ain't got nothing to do about being notorious, man. It's just who I am. I'm big on loyalty, man, and I feel like if you tell a person to be truthful and be honest, and they straight up look you in your eyes and lie to you, like dead smack in your face, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it'll be hard to trust that person again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, how could you just look a person dead in the, like a person that you've been with, you know what I'm saying? They just look you dead in your eyes and be like, nah. But when they know, they lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. And it's just like, you know, my mom used to always tell me, man, like, I couldn't lie for nothing, bro. She like, nah, you can't lie. So, like, I used to talk to my mom. My mom, I'll tell you the truth. I used to come in the house smelling just like smoke, like marijuana. My mom, she'd be like, was you smoking? I'd be like, nah, mom, I was in the car with some friends, you know what I'm saying? And I was around the smoke, but I didn't smoke it though, you know what I'm saying? But you know, when you sitting in the car, it's right there in front of you, so it's just like, and I honest to God truth, my mom be like, oh, okay. That in that moment right there, I knew, like, my mama know that she know I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, she know. So it's just like, in my head, like, Josh, come on, bro. Like, why'd you lie about that? And you know she know you lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you shouldn't even lie, bro. You would have been better off telling the truth, because later on in life, I did tell my mama the truth. And my mama said, you know you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Especially driving and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I know, mom. Like, I know you're right. I shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna cut it out. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. But I told her the truth, and that's all it took. And the conversation was like, I'm talking about so smooth. My mama was so cool about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't yell at me. Now, granted, yeah, I was older, but like, she didn't yell at me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was so smooth. Imagine if I would have just, you know what I'm saying, would have just continued to lie, and then she found out about the lie. Then it would have been a different story, you know what I'm saying? Like, she probably would have been mad. Why you lie? You know what I'm saying? Why you just didn't tell the truth? But nah, I went and told her the truth. You know what I'm saying? She asked me one time, I told the truth. I told her, like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I do. You know what I'm saying? And she appreciated that, because I was loyal and I kept it 100 with her. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's all we need in this life, man, is to just be real with one another, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I pray for the world. I pray for relationships, you know, because I got nieces and nephews, man, and I want them to be happy in life. You know, I want all of them to be happy in life. I want them to be able to, you know, blossom and be in a relationship later on, but get in a relationship and have a family and, you know, all of that. You know what I'm saying? After college and after their careers and all that, then yeah, they can do all that. But I'm just saying, I think it'll be special. So I try to make myself as an example to show them that it can work. You can be married. You can be in it for the long run. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can, you know, trust somebody and you know, love somebody and things of that nature. Like, it's doable, but you gotta want it, and you gotta put everything in it. You know, these people be talking about relationships supposed to be 50-50. No, it's not. 50-50 is only half of yourself. Relationships supposed to be 100-100. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no 50-50. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, man. But that's just my 2 cents, man. That's how I feel on the relationship. I was just, like I say, watching this YouTuber talk about it, and I was like, man, I wish I could say something on my platform, I sit back and think like, man, I got a platform, bro. I can say something. So that's how I feel. Anyway, I'm fresh off, man. I'm about to go get some sleep. Get it, y'all, man.